Hi, how you doing?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
How's it going, guys?
Let's see
It's,
what we can do.
it's only me,
3,
Mr. Johnny, the
over
Artstarz,
to.
and today I'm discussing, or trying to discuss,
Testing,
the
1, 2, 1, 2.
ex parte, or the non-molestation
Okay.
book that was written
We only have to go
by her,
for
the narcissist,
minutes?
or the
3.
emotional abuser, that nearly got me a year in prison. It's no joke.
Oh, shit, it's
What I'm
long.
going to do is I'm going to
So
go
that's
through it, and I'm going to put in the
6,
truth, where
less
she put in all the
14,
lies.
546. Okay, not bad.
I'm just going to rebalance
Better
it
than. Okay.
and just show you how messed up the system is for men, and for just trying to get some justice for everybody. I mean, you should take heed, because one day you could end up in a transaction,
It's not causing me though.
what you thought was a relationship with a narcissistic abuser, yeah, or an emotional abuser that would just like turn everything on its head, because you just won't believe it. I mean, you just won't take it in. It's like, because it's like a film. It's like watching a movie, you know what I mean? It's like, this is not happening, you know? Anyway, this ex parte was sent to Luton County Court on the 25th
Testing,
of January 2019, and by the way, no one
Let's
cares.
see what we can do.
Society doesn't give a damn, yeah? They don't care.
Let's put the other 2.
They just don't give a damn.
Okay.
Then when it happens to them,
Push it out. We only have to
when all
go
of a sudden they become the victim,
3,
or the victims.
3. Oh, shit, it's long.
Anyway,
So that's
moving on,
6, less
we've
14.
got bulletin 1, we're going to leave that out because it's just detailing, you know, the personal details and stuff. So 2, I, the narcissist, emotional abuser,
It's not causing me though.
and making this statement, witness statement, what I don't understand about the family courts, right, is how can someone be a witness if they're kind of like subjective and biased? You can't really be a witness, can you? You can't really take what you're saying to be true, because you're going to be biased. But I did give her the benefit of the doubt. That's why we're going through it today, yeah? Just to show you what a liar she really is, what a pathological liar. Which is when you're compulsive, when you just can't stop lying, when you just like lie all the time, right? But what really strikes me as strange is how she thought that she could get away with it, with the authorities as well. Because if she's duped me, she's duped them. So what I don't understand is why the authorities were duped. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm not, the sharpest tool in the box or whatnot, but she fooled everybody, and she's still fooling them. That's what's really weird. Alright, anyway, so, in support of my application to this court, right, so without notice to the respondent for a non-molestation order, okay, so just before it's unfair not to have a balance, you know, of my allegations against hers, you know, just taking out this big statement, and then I just get some kind of no contact, which is quite ridiculous. Anyway, moving on to bullet 3. I acted a little bit about, you know, how men are just seen as aggressors and women are just seen as victims, because it's true. And, you know, just a feminized court, like it was three female judges, and they all just had it in for me. Didn't give a damn about what I was saying.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
They just took her as gospel because, you know,
Let's see
they
what
see
we can
women
do.
as just telling the truth, yeah?
Oh.
That they're all angels,
Put the
yeah?
other 2.
But this one wasn't.
Okay.
She was a narc,
Testing, 1, 2, 1,
okay?
2. Just push it out.
Brief
We only have to go
background.
for how many minutes?
Bulletin 3.
3.
I was born on 18th November 1988, and I'm 30 years
Oh,
of
shit,
age.
it's long. So
I'm
that's
employed as a
6,
nurse.
less 14. 546.
That's what she wrote for
Not bad.
Bulletin 3,
Better
which is
than-
odd,
okay.
because
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
she's actually a
Fine.
grade 3 professional nurse, okay? Which is very different to a care home nurse, right? So while she's downplayed her status, it's
It's not causing me though. Less 14.
odd, right? And she didn't mention how she became a nurse, or how she got the opportunity to be a nurse again. She didn't mention the fact that she was hiding from the Home Office when she was staying with me, so that she wouldn't be curtailed, so she could avoid being curtailed. She'd failed Dioski twice already, and they were curtailing her. She'd gone past the period of curtailment, and she knew that they wouldn't be able to find her where I was living. also forgot to mention the money that she borrowed and the extraction that she was doing on me at the same time by not paying rent, by not paying for anything, by telling me that she'd pay me later and all this kind of stuff, yeah? So the debts haven't been mentioned in how she became a nurse, which is really interesting. So I'm going to put the truth there now, yeah? I'm going to say that it was false modesty, downplay, vague, yeah? And that she was helped financially, and also to avoid the Home Office from deporting her, yeah? With her fees, the OSCE, which was £1,000, the visa fees, solicitor fees, and so on and so forth. She forgot to mention the old lady in Trafalgar Baptist Church who gave her £500. And I've checked it all out, and they're all in denial, so they're not budging. I guess it's the humiliation of being duped or being conned that they just can't go through, yeah? Which is fair enough, you know, they're still victims. And
Let's see what we can do.
I don't care about the shame, alright? Or the humiliation. Then you've got the Gloucester Filipino Association, who also gave the narcissist £500 around the same period to pay for her OSCE and so forth. Now she didn't mention any of that. And that's really interesting because without those people helping her, without me helping her, she wouldn't have become a nurse, right? She would have just been sent home. So that's the truth anyway for Bulletin 3. Let's move on to Bulletin 4. The respondent, my partner, former partner. I was never her partner, never her former partner. All I was another supply, okay? On a narcissistic transaction, that's all I was. Nothing more, nothing less. Is employed as a driver at Asda. I was employed as a driver at Asda, but I left in July 2018, months ago. And she was well aware of that, so I'm interested to know why she still put down Asda. Obviously, she has a very short memory and she forgets her victims very quickly, probably. Because that's what narcissists do. They don't see you as a person. They don't see that you have feelings or emotions. They don't see what trouble they cause because it's just their world and you're just an object to take advantage of. And that's probably why she forgot that I'd already left and became a milkman doing my round in Luton. And as we get further down the ex parte, we'll see that if I was working at Asda, the chain of events would have been very different, yeah? So I don't understand why she forgot there, or didn't remember. Maybe it was done deliberately, I don't know. So, I mentioned that the nurse thing was a bit inaccurate, this is true. So, he was born on blah blah blah, just put the 1st of January 1975, yeah? And is blah 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 years of age. He lives at blah 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 blah. So I don't know, right, in Bulletin 4, why she has mentioned my date of birth and where I live. I don't get it. Why would you do that? I mean, why would you need to do that? Right, Bulletin 5, here we go. I have one child from a previous relationship. Right, there's no details on that and what happened to him. Another victim, probably. Definitely. He's probably drinking himself to death right now. Probably not even allowed to see his own child, I bet you. Right. Namely, so she's got a child, yeah? His name is blah blah blah. I'm not going to give his name, but he's a boy, okay? Who was born on blah 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 a couple of years ago, yeah? He's 2 years old, okay? My child resides with my parents in the Philippines. Blah blah, right. You never really detailed and why you've written down on an ex parte this, why you've written that down. It's like, is it trying to say that I'm one of you kind of thing? Because I'm a mother. Because I've got children. How could I possibly be a narcissist and an emotional abuser? How could I be so horrible if I'm a mother? If I'm doting on my child? So she's looking for mother sympathy right there, yeah? Totally irrelevant information unless she's trying to influence the judges, yeah, that she's a mother, yeah? So it's all mother influence. It's pretty sneaky. Right. first lie, I've written it down. Lie 1, bulletin 6. The respondent, she keeps calling me a respondent, yeah? I much prefer German. Okay, the respondent and I, the narcissist, the emotional abuser, lived together, between April 2018 and June 2018. That's a lie. It wasn't April. No. It was March. It was March to June. Yeah? It was the beginning of March. That's 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And then it was June the 11th when she moved out. Okay? She just disappeared one day and left a load of stuff that I had to, well, I didn't have to, but I ended up bringing down to Luton for her because she was love bombing me, so that's another story. So, I put down the truth, right? We lived at the respondent's home address, yeah? So, I put down lived together, not cohabitated, right? Relationship or enduring intimacy. So there's a lie there, yeah? It's a lie because it's vague and we did not just live together. We had sex, yeah?
Let's see what we can do.
We had sex, yeah? We had unprotected sexual intercourse, alright? Quite serious, yeah? I mean, it was like, she had intimacy with me, like a wife, yeah?
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Let's just say that, alright? So she was trying to sort of distance herself
Let's see
from what she did, or what she gave, yeah? Okay. So bulletin 7. So that was a lie anyway, that we lived together, we didn't really live together, we were like, we were supposed to be in a relationship, we were having unprotected sex, alright?
Okay.
So, there you go.
1, 2, 1.
Bulletin 7. I set out below a brief history of the abuse. I'm just going to talk about the abuse now.
And we have to go.
And I just put down
4.
strange. There's no detail or reason or cause, right? So,
3.
I have suffered from the respondent to establish why I need the protection of a court order.
Shit, it's wrong. So
This is
that's
just like rewording the question or something from the courts. That's what's coming out all
14.
up to.
5,
This statement is being prepared on short notice so that an emergency order can be obtained, and as such, it may not contain all the incidents that have occurred. I have tried to include the main incidents. However, I reserve my right to expand my evidence. Yeah, you'll be expanding your evidence, alright.
That it's not recording me though.
It's you're the one who needs to be expanded. And to make further allegations, right, the first thing I put down there was there's no detail, reason, cause, abuse being strange, to be honest. Protection of the court, I put down as not qualified. Establishing why, I put explanation, non-existent. Emergency order is a bit overkeen for what happened. And it may not contain all the incidents, and I put down why not. There's no reason for not including everything. Yeah? I have tried to include the main incidents, and I put down just why. And then I put what are the main incidents. I'm telling you, man, it's just like marking on the side.
Let's see what we can do.
And however, I reserve my right to expand my evidence, and I'm just vague. What is this supposed to mean? Yeah? Further allegations, and then I put down allegations must make sense and link into the truth. Not a license to lie, exaggerate, or half-truth.
That's 14.
Yeah?
142. Okay, not bad.
So I put down vagueness, evasive, not straight, or to the point. That's what she wrote. Where is it? I've got 350 pages. Where is your evidence? Where's the evidence here? Where's the lies? I'm going to read the lies. Okay? So that's the first page. Pages, didn't it? So let's go to the next page. So